So the programme, it aims to develop professional knowledge for educators and really to allow them to broaden their understanding of contemporary theory and research and practice and innovations in educational settings. But at the same time, they're encouraged to apply that to their educational contexts. So the programme itself is broadly structured over 2 stages. So in the first stage, the students have to select 3 modules from quite an extensive list. And in that, they take part in the 3 modules, and then once they've successfully completed them, they go to the second stage, which is effectively the master's year. And in that, they have to take the 2 core modules, so advanced research methods and their dissertation. So in the advanced research methods, they get a grounding in educational research methods as well as the research project. And in doing that, they're designing their own research study and putting in ethical clearance. If they're both successful, they then go to the dissertation stage, where they actually conduct the study and they write it up as a dissertation. So in that stage, that second stage, they're given a supervisor, and the supervisor helps them really from the start to the end of that year, helping them select a topic, to designing a study that's feasible, and then implementing the actual study and the write-up of it. Initially, the programme was designed for its flexibility. And for us, it's probably one of the unique aspects or the advantages of it. When the students come into the first stage of the programme, they have to select modules from the whole suite that we have. So be it psychology or assessment and learning, bilingual education, whatever it happens to be, from that wide, expansive list. But what we found when we were designing the programme, that very few programmes have that flexibility. So students on our programme can select, the modules that really suit their personal needs or their professional aspirations, whereas a lot of the kind of alternatives out there don't have that flexibility. So they really have a tailored programme within the broader context that they're doing an MA. Typically, an applicant has to have an undergraduate degree in education or equivalent. We do take applicants from social science or arts and humanities on a case-by-case basis, depending on what their degree is. For those who are interested but maybe don't have that qualification, but they do have equivalent work experience, maybe in an educational setting, we do take their application and consider it, and often they have to go through recognition for prior learning. So if they need advice on that, we would advise them maybe to contact us and we can maybe point them in the right direction. Broadly, the programme's aimed at educational professionals and teachers. So within that, we would have students who are in teaching positions and non-teaching positions, but they're all in an educational setting of some description. So for example, we go the whole way through the education continuum, from early years students, primary, post-primary, higher ed, further adult ed. But outside of that, we also have individuals who are in career paths like in youth work, community work, kind of wider agencies, but they have a teaching or a training role in that. So it's very much a broad applicant that we are geared towards. So really, if you're within that and you're maybe wondering, is this suitable? Again, I would encourage them maybe to contact us and we can talk through the suitability of it. Graduates from the programme, if they're interested in continuing their research, they're very well positioned to continue with doctoral research in education-related fields. If you're not interested in pursuing that particular route within their current educational role, they more than likely are, in a better position, and they're empowered to take on maybe wider roles and responsibilities. So for example, maybe in training or outreach or in leadership. Other graduates we found have also gone maybe in a different direction within the educational setting. So maybe taking on wider roles elsewhere. So for example, maybe in academia or policy advice. So overall, the programme's considered a blended delivery, but within that, some of the modules are entirely online, and then some of them are more blended delivery. So for example, if you select a module which is deemed to be online, what that means is that you will be online using some online platform. So for example, it could be Microsoft Teams or what have you. So what that means on a weekly basis is that you may have live classes with your lecturer, or you may have recorded classes, and some of the modules have a mixture of that.